Season 3 officially announced. The first episode of third season will be released on June 27, 2025, and in this video, we go through all the fresh photos, news, and revealed events in Squid Game Season 3. With the official announcement, we get a glimpse on the first set of photos from the scenes in the next season. The first image that unfolds the next important scene is a released banner of Squid Game Season 3, where we see one of the pink soldiers dragging the body of a player. The playground picture gives us an understanding that this is the already revealed new game with two giant dolls. Their large silhouettes can be seen in the background. Yet, the number of the player remains a mystery, as player 214 is not a key character in the season and hasn't appeared on screen before, making it difficult to recall this number. Could this be an unintentional post-production mistake, or does it hold a deeper meaning? Following the events of Season 1, we know that the front man already took part in the games in 2015. And perhaps we may see some flashbacks from his story, exploring the dramatic change in his personality from a police officer to the host of deadly games. So could this banner scene showcase the scene in the games from the past? From the previous teaser trailer, we already noticed that the doll in the Season 3 trailer does not match the girl robot from Season 1 and Season 2. Perhaps this is her earlier version from the past. And by introducing this doll, Jun-ho wants to place all players into his own history, making them experience the red light green light game as it was during his time in the deadly games. Even though we can only predict and guess for now, Season 3 will definitely reveal the front man's backstory and how he became who he is today. And what are your thoughts regarding this banner? Share in comments. Moving forward, another new image has been revealed showing Gi-hun handcuffed to a bed. The interior around him makes it clear that he is in the familiar player's room, chained to one of the player's beds. On the other side, we see his angry expression toward the person he is talking to. It's no surprise that after Gi-hun was captured, he was taken to the player's room and chained to a bed to prevent further trouble. However, this completely breaks the rules of the game, where everyone is supposed to be equal and have the same rights. Chained to the bed, Gi-hun is more vulnerable and defenseless against other players who could easily harm him without him being able to fight back. Yet, we have this photo, so let's dive deeper into it. Most viewers believe this mysterious person is the front man in his mask, but the lighting in the frame suggests otherwise. The green highlight on the shoulder indicates a player's uniform, meaning Gi-hun is speaking to another player. His negative expression suggests he is talking to someone who made him angry, looking back at previous events. The rebellion, the many deaths, and the people who both followed and opposed Gi-hun, we can predict that this may be a player from the opposing team, mocking Gi-hun for his failure. Some viewers speculate that this could be player 001, whom Gi-hun believed had died during the rebellion, but who of-course survived and is now confronting him in the player's room. It's likely that he is sharing his negative thoughts about how things didn't go as planned. Despite this theory can be strong, the next new photos revealed from Season 3 make it impossible. This moment will be highlighted in a minute, but now let's analyze next new photo. We see a familiar pink soldier. This is Kang No-yeol or Solitaire 11, a woman who took her duties in the games very seriously but also found connection with one player, who she kept in sight during the whole Season 2. The photo shows that she is no longer inside the deadly games, as the background suggests an island with a rocky beach. This exact rocky beach was seen in Season 1 when we followed the story of police officer Hwang Jun-ho, who was searching for his older brother and trying to send photos of the revealed deadly games to his police department. Standing on the beach means that No-yeol managed to leave the games, but for an unknown reason. In previous videos, we already discussed the theory that player 246, Kyung-seok, is not dead and was rescued by her. She had met this player long before the games and even had a chance to meet his daughter, a little girl suffering from an illness. Could this image confirm that she helped him escape after the failed rebellion? No-yeol knows the deadly games labyrinths well, including the secret underground entrances. So, most likely, if she really saved life of player 246, they could escape together. This way they might encounter a searching team under command of Hwang Jun-ho trying to locate the island and help them reach it to rescue the remaining players. One way or another, her role was significant in every episode of Season 2. But we know how unpredictable main character storylines can be in Squid Game Season 3. And her rescue mission may turn into a sacrifice, putting her life at risk to save the player 246 who needs to escape for his daughter. Share in the comments what are your predictions on her future. The next photo has sparked a lot of discussion. A mysterious new box appears in the player's room and the most familiar players look scared and saddened. The speculation about who is inside the box hasn't stopped. Some believe it could be player 388, Song Gi-hun. However, this theory is debunked when we look at the background and see a blurred silhouette of player 388. Another theory suggests it could be player 390, Gi-hun's best friend, whose death was shown at the end of episode 7 in Squid Game Season 2. While this theory has some basis, it is unlikely that the pink soldiers would bring his body to the player's room, as deadly games do not allow for sentimental exceptions. Another possibility is player 246, Park Jong-seok, who, despite previous theories, might have actually died and been brought back to the room. Although bringing back dead players for goodbyes seems unlikely, one major clue stands out. Player 120, Cho Hyun-ru, is seen sitting without his green jacket, instead wearing a jacket that starts with the number 2. Most likely, this jacket belonged to player 246. In the scene of his death, we see that this jacket was with him, meaning it could only have reached the player's room along with him. During the games, these two characters became very close to each other. Since the Mingle game, when player 246 rescued player 120, they have been seen only next to each other, showcasing their strong bond. So if player 246 was really killed, player 120 would take his jacket and continue playing the games in his memory and honor. And the last theory about this photo suggests that the player in the box was killed during the rebellion, which is why their body is there and why the pink soldiers have to take it away. Even though we cannot be sure who exactly is in the box, we know for sure that it has to be someone from the team of players we know, as they react very painfully on the person inside. Who do you think is inside the box? Share your thoughts in the comments. But the next new photos focus on the future in Season 3 of Front Man, also known as Player 001. In one scene, he is seen sitting alone in his room, looking confused while staring at his mask. At this stage, we can assume that the VIPs have not yet arrived at the games and he is watching the next game alone. His facial expression suggests he may be rethinking his role in the games and the purpose of the entire event. But what could have made him feel this way? One theory suggests that the next game will reveal the death of player 222, Kim Jun-hee, the pregnant girl who seemed to build a connection with player 001 during the games. He always looked after her, gave her milk, and asked about her condition, making it clear that he felt some responsibility for her and her unborn child. This takes us back to his past, where we know his wife was pregnant but tragically died due to illness. The death of player 222 in the upcoming game might be what causes this moment of reflection, as an unborn child is an innocent soul. This would directly conflict with the supposed rules of the games, where all participants enter of their own free will. So could his new feelings of responsibility for this girl awake the desire to stop the games? Drop your option in the comments, but here is something interesting. The next photo of the front man is taken in a familiar location, the VIP's viewing room. This confirms that in Season 3, we will finally be introduced to the VIPs and their involvement in the games. The unique exterior of this room is unmistakable, and seeing the front man in his mask here suggests that the game is approaching its final stage, the Squid Game itself. Just like in Season 1, he will host the VIPs and oversee their baits on the lives of the remaining players. That is why he could not stand in the player's room and talk with Gi-hun, who was cuffed to the bed. There is no chance he could continue playing as player 001 while hosting the game at the same time. Many more new photos will be released in the coming weeks, as the official premiere date has been set. This means that we will see episode 1 of Season 3 on June 27th. And this is already in 146 days. Make sure to like this video and comment below how many days are left until the premiere from the day you're watching this. Your subscription is the best inspiration for creating more videos and sharing exciting new insights about your favorite series. Subscribe to the channel to watch more videos revealing behind-the-scenes moments, bloopers, improvised scenes, and hidden details you might have missed while watching Squid Game. See you in the next video.